It's a good win. Obviously, as a coach, I always want more, and that's what I told them. I expect more. I hope they expect more. Thought we moved the basketball a little better. That one of our big emphasis was getting people go side to side, and we have enough weapons. I've said all along we're good shooters, but not unless we get open shots, and that's anybody. I thought, 11 out of 21 from three. Maybe three were bad ones or questionable off the line. We've talked after watching film, Marquette and some of our other games. You don't get more points for being 8-10 feet off the line. So, get on the line, move the basketball, get it going side to side. Then we're able to break people down. We had some real positive performances. Obviously, Marquise has a pretty good, efficient line. Has a couple turnovers down the stretch. Otherwise, it's really, really good. Mark with a double-double, and then he led us on our play hard with 14, and 3 assists, no turnovers, which is really positive also. But I thought Ish, just because of his, we've talked about, and I got after him about somebody taking the team beside the coaches and becoming the leader and talking and giving us great energy. And Ish has stepped up this last couple days, and then the game rewarded him. 5 for 5, 4 for 4, 3 for 3, 17. Pretty efficient, 2 assists. And so it was good. Get Nigel back in there. I called his dad this morning when he got okayed to play, and I just said, my goal is 15 to 20 minutes. Little scared there when he hit the floor. It was more his, I think his butt, his back. And with the score where it was, there was no sense in probably pushing it. But, he wanted to get in and get some rhythm going before and not have a whole nother week without a game. So it's, we accomplished some stuff, made some strides offensively. Now we got to keep growing and getting better. And big game next Sunday, no doubt, after a week of exams.
When Nigel gets back to 100%, and just looking at how good Marquise has been, do you think you'll start both of them?
I just walked out of the locker room and I said to the coaches, "Can we start both of them?" And it's just, it's going to be hard not to. They're going to play together. Today they had some bigger guards and posted us up. Not all the teams will do that. We struggle a little bit guarding that swing. I don't think we understood it as you go against it one day and then you just didn't understand it. But offensively, there's no doubt that's our better team. With those two, and they're going to play. We just, we'll just have to wait and see and how it kind of goes. But it's going to be tough to take him out of the starting lineup, what he's done. There's no doubt.
And then Selton, did he have any soreness from today in his knee?
I think he was okay. The one time, I don't know if you noticed on defense, he planted his leg line, and I think his knee kind of buckled a little bit. And he said he was okay after that. Good week for him too. A lot of therapy and getting hopefully getting that back or that knee and that groin, healthy. So that would help. And then Mike. Mike will be out 4 or 5 days. He has the flu. So we were happy it wasn't COVID, obviously, because that would have been a whole another couple of weeks. And we all got the flu shot. I was proud of our guys doing that. But still somehow picked that up. And, with the Kansas law or rule, whatever it is, he's got to quarantine here for 4 days. So he'll miss until midweek.
A lot of positives today, but I will point out one negative. What happened with Casey, picking up so many fouls?
Casey was just a step behind everything, and he's the only one, if you look, the only one negative on the plus minus right from the get-go. And, again, he doesn't always guard people out on the court. They drove by him. He was just a step behind. And, I've talked to him about, and again, I told Wyatt and Matt this just a minute ago. He still is a young player. He didn't play as a freshman. He played limited as a freshman, none as a sophomore. Last year, in and out, 17, 18 games, something like that. And just even though he's smart, mature, he's, some of that learning to play and understand how to prepare for games. That was our whole theme this last few days, be ready so you don't have to get ready. And he wasn't ready from the start. He was a step behind everything. And, Coach Southwell said to me in one of the huddles, he goes, Case only played 3-4 minutes, get him back in. I said, it's his fault, not my fault. And so we put him back in, and guess what happened? About 6 seconds later, he got another foul. So but we need him. We need everyone. I think the progress, obviously better offensive efficiency helps. Maturing, understanding that, maturing, figuring out your role. But then the last word is consistency. And that's just not, maybe not going to score and make every shot, but you've got to be consistent on your preparation, your effort, your attitude, toward and being ready to play. So those are things that they all have to grow and learn.
Why do you think Marquise has been able to cut down on his turnovers to the degree that he has?
Just understanding he doesn't have to make a play every time and let a game come to him. I think I told you guys I grabbed him before Wichita after we found out that Nigel couldn't play, and I just said, I need you to run it. I need you to take care of the ball. I need us to get us into things and let things happen. And I've said to you for several weeks, he really wants to do well. We're trying to change habits. Another theme we talked about was self-discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And, for him to have that self-discipline, that you have to, over the course of time, that just doesn't come. But slowly but surely, he's been with us now longer. You had practice for a month. Now we got a month of games. And how do you form habits? Habits every 29 days. People go through trying to break old habits. They go to rehab places 29 days. And I think slowly but surely he is, the practice, now the games. And once in a while he'll still we don't need that, just let it come. But, he's made big strides and, happy for him. And now we need to get him a little better defensively. And I think some of it, we play him so much, that you slip a little bit, and that you get Mike and Nigel back, we can cut his minutes down, and then maybe he won't have those tired mistakes.
And how valuable is Mark to the whole team as a rebounder right now?
It's pretty impressive, with him, and to his physical. I've said to you guys asked me what about him, and I said the surprise is his athleticism, his physicality. He said he rebounded one of the years but then they told him not to after. I don't know, kids say a lot of things. So I can't believe anyone would tell him not. Maybe not go to the offensive board. You want to be safety. I don't know, but one thing, you watch Houston last night. They've made offensive rebounding this is old school stuff. I mean and Mark, he's got to do that. It's a valuable weapon if he can do that for us to steal some baskets.
Coach Didion had a really productive second half against Marquette. Kind of built on that a little bit here in this game. I know you've talked about him trying to get him back up to full speed, but is it just a nice confidence booster to have him put together 2 back-to-back decent games?
Yeah, I mean, you hope, again, I said consistency, and, that's the big thing. And again, you're not making every shot, you're not making, but having that, we know, so we have trust. And that's in the huddle second half, I kept, I want to have trust in you next Sunday. So don't just, quit playing, keep going. And that's with all of them. So, but yeah, it's good. They're all, figure out your roles, figure out what you can do. We have to also, how can we get them the ball? Guys are getting to know each other, so it's, all that stuff is kind of the involvement of a team.
And then you mentioned a little bit on Ish stepping up in that leadership role. Does that surprise you?
He is I've said this since the beginning, he loves the game. He studies the game. He watches the game, and he's a mature young man, and he's been through it. And they had it, and this is one thing he talked about just with the guys the other day, his experiences he shared about Wake and not how seasons can go one way or the other, and so that part of it, he wants to be part of it, and we obviously our mission, our goal is to be competitive in the Big 12, get in the top half, and try to get in the tournament. And a lot of things can happen, but it's good. It's easier said than done. But that, I think when I talked about that mission, it really took him. He took it to heart, and now he's trying to take accountability of himself and our other guys.
Other questions for Coach? Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
you guys.